Resolution Horse Company is a 501c3 nonprofit charity. We work with children who have Asperger's syndrome, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, ADD and ADHD, speech issues, Nager syndrome, Fragile X, a variety of different physical and emotional and mental handicap. We do this by providing horse riding sessions for special needs children and their families. We have 8 horses. 5 of those horses were rescued. Now, of those 8, 6 of them are full size and 2 of them are ponies. The 5 that were rescued came from a variety of Utah sources. The horses had been neglected, abused. In some cases were actually close to death. And then we've brought them in here, we've healed them up, and then they work with the kids. And the interesting thing is the rescued horses are the most effective and they reach out the best to the children.
We have a lot of kids who have had life-transforming experiences here, and it has taken everybody by surprise when it happens. Our first little boy's name was Bo, and Bo's autistic. Bo didn't laugh. Bo didn't show a lot of overt expression. And 4 years ago, Bo started coming out here, and from the back of a broken down old rodeo horse. Bo laughed for the first time in his life. Bo has been back every single session since then, and his horse is Phantom. He won't ride another horse. He rides that old rodeo horse. The second child was also one of my students, and she was autistic. She is autistic. And Jada came out here, and I can tell you because I worked with Jada 7 hours a day in the classroom. Jada had a hard time following instructions, and Jada didn't laugh and show joy. We put her on the back of an old mare who had pretty much been cast off by her family for she didn't want to barrel race anymore. And Jada smiled and was happy with the world. We have a little girl who was on the front of last year's newsletter. Her name's Maggie, and she's in a chair, and her legs are fused. Maggie has cerebral palsy, and she's been coming out here for 3 years.
There is some sort of linkage that develops between horses and people. When the children first meet the horses, they're strangers, but as the children come back week after week, they develop a relationship. And so this strange animal now becomes a trusted friend. So this 4-legged friend of theirs will never tell them that they're wrong, it'll never lie to them, it will never hurt them. And so the children really develop that trust with the horses, and so it lets the children do some things that they wouldn't do with humans.